Well, and just like the villain in True Lies, my batteries went dead. Good thing that I had more. Anyway, as I was saying, I slept with a woman who had a weave in her head. And everybody knows I'm a cuddler. So I like to cuddle. In the process of cuddling with this young woman, I got a whiff of that there hair. And oh man, getting a whiff of that hair, it smelled like somebody's gym locker. That's right, it smelled like a bunch of socks from sweaty jocks that been playing football all damn day. Anyway, she kept pushing her head back trying to get close to me. But I pulled a sting in the police and said, don't stand so close to me. And I'm moving away from this girl because she doesn't realize, and most black women don't realize, or even they do realize and just don't care. See, they claim that they get their hair done like that for us black men, but we don't like it. It's a ridiculous thing. You can't pull it from behind because they'll get mad. Or some will say, if you got good weave, you can pull it. It's certain things you can't do. Like when me and the young lady decided to get in the shower once. Me and a young lady who had a weave in. We were gonna get in the shower and do the cha-cha-cha-cha, you know, the whole pre-sex thing in the shower. You know, that old hat, that old chestnut. Anyway, in the process of doing that, when we get in the shower, I look over at her and guess what? She had a bag around her head. I shit you not. This young lady had taken a bag, a plastic bag, and wrapped her hair in it, naked, beautiful shape, and got in the shower with that bag on her head. That's right, because a black woman will tell you, it cost me too much money to get this hair did, and I am not going to mess it up. And they will get in the bed with that same bag on their head. The majority of black men have to sleep with black chicks with these bags on their head. Yup. For you who don't know and have never seen it, it's really ridiculous. But if you ever get yourself close enough to smell somebody with weave, they stink. Their hair really, really does stink. It smells really bad. Oh, and if you ever get a chance to put your hands in it, because they won't let you put your hands in it. Imagine what I said was the process again. Take you back. They take a full head of hair that they already have and sew it up, which is the equivalent of saying that, well, I have hair on my head already that's about this wide. So it makes my head look a little bit bigger when I have that hair sewn on top of that hair. It's like wearing a hat on top of this hat. I could no longer get a hat that's the same size as this hat, and the more hats I put on will look bigger. So a lot of black chicks' head look fucking huge because it's all that hair sewn onto all that hair. But when you grab it, you can feel the rolls. You can feel the sew-in. You can feel every place where it's connected. So if you put your hands in there, you be like this. But they won't let you do it because if you try to put your hands through it, they'll get mad. So there's this thing called rooting, and you can't do that to black chicks. They will get mad. But they'll let you play with the ends of the fake hair. As a matter of fact, you will watch them play with the ends of the fake hair. Once they get their hair done, they're doing this all day. Watch a black chick, once she gets her hair done, do an Instagram photo or talk to you on a YouTube video. She's doing this the whole time. She's so loving and happy of that thing, kind of like when I have my cat and I rub on my cat. My cat's watching me do what I'm doing now. I believe a black woman will put a cat on her head before she actually walks out of the house with her own hair. And they actually think they look better with these weaves than without. Now, I'm not saying it makes them bad people. I'm just saying it screws with their hygiene. It lets you know that they would rather be a dirty-headed person than a clean individual. Again, black women are going to be really upset about this video, and it's probably going to get flagged down. But white women, at the end of this, here's the question I'm asking you now. Would you go through a process where you couldn't wash your hair for a month or more and have it covered with something like this hat? Because see, I've worn my hat for a few hours straight. Taking it off, the complete inside was sweaty. And if you smell the hat stinks. Yes, it does. How many of you have worn a hat, taken it off, and seen how sweaty the band was? Smelled how the hat smelled. Imagine you only do that for a few hours and you take it off. Imagine what black chicks do with their hair for days and weeks and months. Oh, they have created some new thing where they can spray it in their hair to supposedly make the hair smell good. You know how sometimes you have to spray your cat because your cat won't let you wash it? Does the cat still smell good? No, the cat smells like a cat. It smells musty. Yes, it does. Imagine if you had a dog and you didn't wash that dog for 3 months. How would that dog smell? Black women do that to their own heads. So the secret's out. I want to hear from you non-black people and white women and Asian women. I want you to tell black women right now in the comment section how often you have done that process with your hair. That you've sewn up your hair and sewn on someone else's hair on there for a complete month. That's the minimum. You've done this for a complete month. Haven't washed your hair for a complete month. Please let them know how many times you've had or that you would buy hair that looks nothing like your hair and sew up your hair to replace it with that hair. Explain to them how many times you've bought Negro hair and put it in your hair, or hair from a yak, yaki hair, or any other synthetic baby doll hair to put in your hair and leave it in there for at least a month. Not wash your hair for at least a month. If you're just so bold, non-black women, and non-black men too, please explain to us how appealing this process sounds to you as far as wanting to lay beside an individual who cares more about having hair in their head than taking care of their hygiene. Because if you didn't know, a lot of times the chicks who wear this weave also smell pretty bad down there. Hygiene travels. It does. Now again, black women shouldn't be mad about this. Weave wearers shouldn't. Black women who don't wear weave, they're not gonna be mad about this video, but they know the process, so I can't talk to them because they already know the secret. The only people that don't know how disgusting this is, from what I saw in my last video, is non-black people and white women. So please, white women, non-black women, revel in the fact that no matter what you do, you will always be above this group who would rather have someone else's DNA covering their scalp than their own, who would actually go weeks on end without ever washing their hair, who would sacrifice looking nasty in public by doing this because their head itches. Like when you wear a hat too long, it itches. Now imagine an idiot not taking his hat off when his head itched, but instead doing this. Now you understand why I talk about it so much. Enjoy the video, probably won't be up long. Look familiar, black chicks? Hair-hatted hooligans, they about to go and act a motherfucking fool again. Don't make them go and grab their motherfucking tool again. Let's look out for them fucking hair-hatted hooligans. They hooligans, hair-hatted hooligans. Don't make them go and act a motherfucking fool again. Don't make me go and grab them motherfucking tool again. Let's take a look out for them hair-hatted hooligans. They hooligans, that's them!